From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Kansas City. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Chiefs had 5 and 8, 3 games under 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was D.J. Johnson on the tackle. You look at this Carolina defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Attack, attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Yellow. Start the line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Yellow. Let's go, Lonnie.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yellow. 180. Hey, yellow, go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Okay, ready? Set. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Following the interception, Young. This is caught by McMillan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Set, ready. Black 40. Black swap, quick, yellow. Set,
a first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go. Black, 95. Hut.
Young off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
22 needle. Ready?
Young now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
Drill, 52.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Ready?
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. Boy, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled at the 29
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
10 black, hut.
The play fake, now Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Young to throw it. Now Young loses it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? The one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Ready.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Set. Ready. 45. White. Set.
Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Ready up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Blues, ready.
Young going to give to Brooks. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Chris Jones on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Set. 10 black. Cut.
Young will set to throw. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs, nothing. Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
There'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Mahomes again. Man, and he hits him in stride. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Young. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 38-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Let's go. 50, green. Ready.
Now here's Young. Going right back to Dotson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Fight, 60. Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Set.
To throw, Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, 38. Hut.
Now Young. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack. Chris Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 29, here's second down and 3.
Down. 1-3 red. Sight. 97. Ready.
Here is Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
3rd and 9 here.
Ready. 52 blue. Cut.
Throwing, Young. They'll find McMillan here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. 45. White. Set.
A give up the middle. Hubbard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Right back to Hubbard. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Come on, set. 50, green. Hut.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go. 10 black. Claw, 10. Set, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Set, ready. Red, 38. Shot, 17.
Now Young. To the left side, he's got McMillan. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
560. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Hut.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Set. 52 blue. Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Trevor Etienne. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. No, it's out. Smith lost it. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
I don't need to. I'll go, Louie.
Here's Mahomes to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Yellow.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. They go play fake. Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
So they throw the pick
Carolina.
6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Yellow. 180.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Vayan, mister.
Mahomes going to throw. And quickly here to Worthy. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, he shifts past him. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go. Red, 38. Wait.
Young will set to throw. That's taken in. It's Xavier again.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now. Yellow. Hut.
The play fake. Now Young. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble 65 yards. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chiefs 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for KC. 47 yards.
The 27-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
Ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready?
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Right, yellow, 22.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd down and a yard.
Let's go. Red, 38. Trouble, 38. Hut.
Here's Hubbard pushing through the contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 black. Shot, 17. Ready.
On the counter, this is Hubbard. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 52 black, 50 green. 560.
Young here to throw. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Come on, set. Black, 95. 22 needle. Needle blue.
Young. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the Panther field goal.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, and he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 29 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Chiefs 21.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Carolina, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.